brunchin', a good brunchin', a good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. 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 Everybody, good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. Everybody, good brunchin'. You are tuned into the Good Brunchin Podcast. Good Brunchin. People, good brunchin'. We are here. We are in the building. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. Y'all can catch us Monday through Friday, 12 to 1, right here on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And Mondays, we on GS Radio at 8 p.m. But you know, I don't do this by myself. I got my team with me, and we do what we do. Give it up for my man Ace Brown. Tamika's in the building. Your boy Build a Billionaire. What's up, people?
Yo.
What's up? What's up?
Hi everybody, happy Friday.
I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, people. I thought we did think we were live. We thought we were live. I'm gonna say because we were backstage, if you want to call it, having full conversations with what we should be talking about right here. Okay, so it's definitely we're gonna have a good show today. But let's continue our conversation. So, Meek, tell us about what you did the other day.
Oh yeah, so me and my sis went to the salt. It was a salt cave.
Okay.
It's a huge room. You could fit about 4 people in it, and the whole room is made out of pink Himalayan salt. They have like a little waterfall, and the waterfall has the salt. The floor is just, it feels like sand, but it's not sand. It's salt. And we was in there for 45 minutes, and it was really, really like we were so relaxed to where we was just talking, and we just felt safe. Like we felt safe to sit and just talk and release. We was able to breathe. Like I said, the only thing that, was like, is that you could taste the salt while you're breathing. You could taste the salt, but it was a little salt.
Now, are y'all in there like bathing suits and stuff on? Y'all got bathing suits on?
We got regular clothes. Our regular clothes.
Hold on, you got your regular clothes on in there?
Yeah, I had my shirt and my pants. She had her dress on. The only thing is we can't wear like regular shoes, of course. We had to take off our shoes, and you had to either have on white socks or they put some booties on you.
Okay.
And
okay.
you said they have like the aromatherapy. You smell the different scents. You choose the scent that you want. And you just sit there for 45 minutes. They play the frequency music. You guys know how I am when it comes to frequency.
And what is this supposed to do? Like, what is this supposed to do for you?
So it helps with it helps with your blood. If you have, like, if you're diabetic, you understand what I'm saying. If you have like any type of blood issues, it helps to sit and have your cells sit and flow through. It helps with anxiety. It helps with respiratory. It helps with your skin as well. It helps with, of course, cleansing negative energy. That's why I was like, I feel like we are so safe to sit and just release whatever it is that we need to release here, from anxiety to stress. I can't even see the comments.
Randy says, so I can do this in hard denim. I ain't like this.
You could. Well, I had on a pair of jean shorts. I did have on a pair of jean shorts.
I feel like that. So I feel like from wherever your shorts stopped, you didn't get the full exposure.
No. Yeah, so
good brunchin, auntie.
But it was really, really cool. And then we went and we got a body and foot massage. Well, let me tell you something. Chung Lee, she did her thing. Chung Lee did her thing. Lee did her thing.
I was in there getting.
She had them elbows. She had the elbows all up in my back. I was like, oh yes, I needed this.
I don't like that. When it comes to like, especially like massages and stuff like that, you know how they say the type of pressure you want.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know, do all men just automatically want the intense pressure? Because they start off that way. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Calm down.
Big Bear, what up?
That's when they whisper, "Is it too much?" You got damn right. You damn near broke my back.
No, sometimes. I mean, I remember when I first I had my.
You okay? You okay?
I had my membership. I think it was Massage Envy, and I was going like
every once a week or something like that. So then your body was like, relax. So then it's like, I don't need that intensity because you got all the knots out already. You know what I mean? But you gotta tell me what now. If you don't go, man, I know it's gonna be a little painful, but you got to get them knots out. Because I know I went last week, and as much as it hurt, you need that. You know what I mean? You need to get the knots out.
I haven't been to one in so long.
They pulled out the rocks, the hot rocks, and I love them. My favorite part. That's my favorite part. Whenever I go get a massage, is the hot rocks. That right there. Oh my god. That's the best part of my feet and my lower back and my South Africa, which is my sciatica. Oh my god, that's
South
the best
Africa.
thing.
Wow, but that's good. I'm happy you enjoyed yourself. But I want to talk about something else, and me and Meek, we deal with this. If y'all don't know, me and Meek are blind. Okay, we are blind. We just have protection. Okay.
Wait.
Right now, I got these glasses on because my eyes are so sensitive to the screen and stuff. So this is, they help a little bit. So I'll take them off soon. But Ace came in here talking about we was talking about a poem, talking about I got astigmatism.
And Dad, I didn't know I have astigmatism.
So I seen you put glasses on. Now,
I
tell you something.
I supposed to wear glasses that night.
I know, but the thing is, I've called Ace right on FaceTime at like 9:00. Ace answered the FaceTime like somebody's grandfather. He'd be like this. Hello. Yeah, hello. I said like this. Nigga, who is this? Ace answered the girl like that. Hello. What you doing? He's up there just reading my magazine, reading my paper.
This was bad.
That is hilarious.
It was so bad. So,
we have become of age. Let
me tell you. You ever be driving down a street that it's a two-way, but theoretically the size of the street should really be a one-way?
One way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. So I'm driving down, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking at my phone because somebody had just called. So I'm trying to get back to the phone. An oncoming car is coming. So Janae's sitting in the front. Janae said, "Daddy, watch out." So I said, "Oh, which car?" So Zori like, "Oh my God." Zori all dramatic. Zori says, "Oh my God, Daddy, you're crazy." I said, "No, Daddy, sorry. I was grabbing my phone." So Zori said, "No, you need your glasses on."
Yo, it's funny when we talk about drama because like a lot of people, I had 2 cornea transplants, right? So now I just I got the hard contact lenses. I had keratoconus. So I had this whole joint done or whatever, and it was better. But before that, everybody that drove with me when I didn't have these contacts, your life was at risk forever. Okay. Like I'm gonna be honest with people now. I can say it. When I used to drive off of the lights and the lines. I couldn't see the cars. I just saw the lights.
At night?
All day. I mean, all day. I mean, during the day, it looked better because I could see more of the cars.
Okay, got it.
You know what I'm saying? But that's all I used to drive off of. Like people didn't know. Like I was whipping, going quick, and I was just going off of lights. You know what I'm saying? Because my vision was bad, and at night you'd be like, squinting. But we made it. Never had any issues.
Oh,
but but look at this. When I first started doing comedy, this might maybe a year or two in. Gerald Kelly, Isaiah Kelly, and Nick Carter. Rest in peace to Nick. We had a show at this college we went to Penn State University. Okay. Now I'm driving. It rained the day before, so I'm driving. And
everybody's in the car with you.
Everybody's in the car, right? We driving up, how we used to get in the car, go do the show. We driving. Some people sleeping, some people was up. All of a sudden, I see a deer. So I swerve and come back. Everybody wakes up and like, "Bill, what happened?" I said, "Yo, y'all didn't see that deer?" They was like, "Nah, Bill, there wasn't no deer out there. It was a puddle in the road, and the light hit the puddle, and it gave a little glare." Yo, I was so scared. I said, "Ooh." I said right there, I was like, "Yo," and when ask Isaiah, they'll tell you like, "Yo, this dude said he saw a deer. There was nothing out there."
Yo, I used to do
that was some wrong turn spooky horror movie shit.
But I wasn't even smoking then, okay? Let me just put that out there. I wasn't even smoking then. So they was like, "Yo, you was hot, Bill." Nah.
Wait, I used to do.
You call contact.
I used to do a guy rest dead comedian Lord, and GL tell you this, Bill. I never forget going to Virginia with Lord, and Lord used to have like low eyes, like this was him all day.
You know what I mean? Like just like that all day. So he driving. I didn't know if he was asleep or up. Man, I fell asleep. All of a sudden he swerved. I'm like, yo, you good? He's like, nah, it was a squirrel out here. I said, on the highway, a squirrel? I said, nah, nigga, pull up.
Not a squirrel on the 95.
I said, nah, my nigga, pull over.
Where the hell y'all was? Well, y'all was in Virginia, so I don't know.
No,
it probably had she was a rabbit.
You ain't never seen a squirrel on a highway.
I've never seen a squirrel on a highway. I've seen a rat. I've seen a rat though. I've seen a rat. In New York, you see rats on the Bronx River.
Highway?
You see rats dead ass cruising on the side of the freaking highways. I'm dead ass. Yo, yesterday when we went to the Bronx, I was like this the whole time. When we drove through Harlem, I was like this the whole time because the city's so infested with rats. It's like they even dead on the ground. Yeah. So it's just the city of rats. It's not the city of dreams anymore.
So you know how New York has like rats, like it's just inevitable. You know what I mean?
There's more rats than people in New York.
Yeah, right. That's the same way it is down here with these goddamn water bugs. You're not gonna get away from them. You're not gonna get away from them. But they want to be outside.
They want to be your friend.
No, they want to be outside. Down here they fly. So Bill seen me do it. So I do this joke that I do normally before we get into these situations and the email and all that. But Bill seen me do this, but it's a true story. I tell people all the time, like, yeah, you know, y'all got these water bugs down here. And everybody started laughing. I'm like, nah, I'm used to roaches. That's what I'm used to. I'm not used to these ancestors that y'all have. Like this bad. So I said, you know, one day me and my wife was getting ready to go out and she's brushing her teeth and I'm getting dressed behind her. She's like making a sound. She's like, I thought she was talking about what I had on. I said, yeah, I look good. Thank you. She pointed behind me. It was a water bug about this big. I said, now I know I'm from Newark. I said, y'all don't realize. I said, I'm from the north. I'm from Newark. We deal with roaches. You know what I'm saying? Especially you move into a new house, you got to clean up. You might have a critter or two. All you do, you go get you a boot, and that's it. I said, I went and got my Timbs. I went to go hit this thing. This thing took flight. I said, I knocked my wife clean over and ran in the bathroom. Knocked her clean over. I said, my wife said, what about me? I said, every man is for himself at this point. Like,
come on now.
And that's true. Here, like Zori saw one other night and was screaming. And when I went to go kill it, it flew.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like they're huge. They're not small.
Let me tell you something.
They're huge.
I'm gangster, but when it comes to water bugs, I'm not that gangster.
No, they're huge.
I be out with them water bugs because I feel like they look at you and they be like, they're "What's huge. Up,
bro?" When Bill came down here, we had the show at night, but we was like in a big Coliseum, so he didn't get a chance to really see it.
My bad. Yo, before we get in trouble, you know I gotta go through this because you know your man. No, it's coming. Look.
Giants are a team of rats. Okay,
it's okay.
There's no such thing as a water bug. They're hey, he got them down there too.
Look. you shout out to man Cletus, man.
She's a team of roaches. Yo, he's hilarious.
All right, but people, listen, if y'all want to get ahead and send in any emails, y'all can send those emails into the Good Brunchin Podcast at gmail.com, and we will get ahead and read those emails right here on the shows. You know, we have Situation Fridays as we have today, so y'all got your situations. Y'all want us to talk about them. Y'all can get ahead and bring them on up on here on the show. So we're going to get into our email for today because you know what time it is. We got mail. Like I said, send those emails in to the Good Brunchin Podcast at gmail.com. The first email says, "Hi, Good Brunchin team. I hope this message finds you well. I'm writing because I'm facing a real situation with a long lifetime friend. Lately, there's been some tension between us that's hard to ignore. It feels like we're not on the same page anymore, and it's affecting our interaction. There have been misunderstandings and moments of discomfort, and I'm not sure how to address them without making things worse. I value our friendship deeply and want to find a way to navigate through this friendship. Need your help. Signed, true friend. So, how y'all feel about this friendship situation? They said they got some uncomfortable misunderstanding, and there's moments that they out and they uncomfortable. So, I mean, how do y'all think he should handle this situation?
It's a guy.
Yeah, it's a guy.
Well, sometimes you outgrow your friends. One thing I want to say is, especially a person that goes, has been through that many times, have that conversation, pull that friend to this. Energy is energy. If we've been friends for a very long time, you know me and I know you. I know when you're off and you know when I'm off. And if you're sensing that your friend is off and then you guys are clashing, that means there is an issue because they're not acting like they usually would act in certain situations. So have that conversation with your friend. And if you see that conversation is not getting anywhere, understand that it's not that you can't be friends with them anymore. Your friendship is just not on the same level of it was before. That you could have accomplished something and they can't get there and they feel a certain way. Or you probably see life differently than what you saw it last year because everybody goes through something and he or whoever if the friend, whatever it is, might not see things the way you see it now, and they just have to sit and you're gonna have to sit and eat it and understand that friend was your friend. That friend was your friend for a season. I'm not saying to end the friendship. You could sit and care for the friendship, but if you have this conversation with your friend and you see it's not getting anywhere, that means it's something deeper. And again, if you respect the friendship, I'd rather fall back and sit and let you deal with whatever it is that you have to deal with, then sit and keep putting the pressure. If you don't want to tell me what it is, then I'm just going to let you be. But your sanity matters as well.
I agree. And even Star said exactly, people are in your life for a reason and a season. So I definitely agree with that. But one thing that you did say was that you outgrow friends, you know, and my thing is, I know, some of my friends, there might have been a season that y'all was inseparable, you know what I mean? And like you said, like Tamika said, people grow, and it's okay. And it's okay to get ahead and grow and still have the respect and love for each other. It's just people grow, different things happen. And I think that certain people don't like to grow and they like, it's got to stay this way. It's got to be like the whole no new friends. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. Now, I'm not out here going looking for people, but I believe that I can meet somebody that can get ahead and skip the line on a lot of people because they just, at that time of my life, they're there for a different reason. And it's something that I might get from them that I don't get from you. That's not, but the thing that it doesn't with me is it doesn't change our relationship. You still my man like you was my man. But I got somebody else that's real close to me too. But we good. So it's a different situation.
Because like a perfect example. A lot of people I've known friends 15, 20 years, right? And when I decided to choose to sit and say, you know what, I don't want to work no more. I'd rather work for myself. And I started creating my own stuff. I went from cooking to baking to cosmetics to makeup. I just started doing a whole bunch of stuff for me to not work for nobody. And many people that were my friends, we barely speak now. Because I don't have the same time I used to have before. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have the same time. Hi.
Building, y'all. Cletus is in the building.
Hi, Cletus. Happy Friday.
What up? I'm so excited, man. Big up, shout out to the queen of the show, man. And then the other two, y'all are where y'all are.
Thank you.
Yeah, before we let Cleve, finish what you were saying, because I'm telling you, the show's about to go left today, people. I'm just letting y'all know.
So I say that to say who I was before with the old friends is not who I am now. And within this journey of this transition of me changing and trying to change my lifestyle, because I'm trying to sit and go from working for the man to working for myself, people won't understand the time that I don't have the same time I used to have before. And the new people that I've met now, the new people that I have met now match the energy that I'm in now. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not that I got anything against the people that I used to know. It's just that these days tools right now is what's holding it down. You can't hold it down because you can't match the energy I'm in right now.
I got you. So Cletus, Yeah, I got it. Cletus, how you feel about this situation? How you feel about this email, about this whole friendship thing?
Man, Tamika, I'm so glad that I'm here with you to discuss this because there are people on this show who at one point in time I considered friends. You know what I'm saying? And we can just do like a process of elimination. I just met you, Tamika, so this can't be you that I'm talking about. So
I told you it's gonna go left today, people.
You'll notice like you have friends, they'll book you on shows, and then all of a sudden you don't get calls from them anymore. You'll notice they'll start bringing comments from miles past them. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say if we were to look at a map, right?
Right.
If you were to go from North Carolina and start going north, you're gonna hit probably what, Virginia, Maryland, and Delaware. So it's crazy when you start seeing cats drive past Virginia and North Carolina to do shows. When you thought you had a friend right there in the state below you. That's crazy.
What? Whoa!
Yo, Ace.
I'm not saying you, Ace. I'm just saying that's just kind of a story. So, you know, you realize.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now,
this is a situation Friday, y'all.
All these things are hypothetical. This is from an email I read. You know, is what I had noticed.
Wait.
Huh?
Whose man is this?
Whose man is this, yo?
Whose man is this? Yo,
and you know what? At one point, Tamika, I thought I know whose man's I was, but now
wait a minute.
It's really
the whole time I'm sitting here like he's definitely talking about Bill because I'm like he's working his way up. So I'm like, yeah, he's talking Bill. He's got Bill, right? When the person live a state below, wait, that's me.
Nah, I ain't confront. Yo, Clea, I don't know if you know, but Ace is in the process. He got his own spot now. You know.
No.
Excuse me. I'm talking. Ace, I'm talking. He got his own spot.
You can always just put him out the screen if you need to.
I could.
Let me go get my popcorn.
Look, I'm about to play this whole anthem. See, I was playing this anthem for the email, but now
look at God blocking it. We can't even hear.
Look at God. Yeah. The way
look. That's from Bill and Cletus. See, it was for the daggone email. That's for both of y'all.
The way your speakers is set up right now.
Here's the thing about friendships, right? And here's what I've learned about friendships. I think friendships ebb and flow, and you know, everything. You know, I've heard somebody say over and over again, all ships should be taking you places, right? Anytime you get on the ship should be taking you places. So ships gonna ebb and flow. They're gonna have their highs and their lows. The thing about, I think, good friendship is that people grow together. You know what I'm saying? And when you're able to have that growth together, y'all can keep going the same places. A lot of times, man, one person will grow and the other person doesn't. It doesn't take away from the fact that you care about them or that your friendship, that you're just gonna end up being on different levels, and there's gonna be different people on that level. If you ever played Mario Brothers, man, when you get a level 8, the stuff that you saw on level 1 ain't there no more. You know what I'm saying? The Goombas done changed, the boss is different. You like, yo, who can get me through this level? And so it doesn't change who your level 1 people were. It's just that now I'm at level 8 people. So when you have that tension in the room, somebody's growing and somebody's staying stagnant. Your situation is changing. So you really need to sit down and be like, yo, this is it. You know what? Y'all said it right. Reason, season, lifetime. That's the 3 things that people are in your life for. They're your life for a reason, for a season, or a lifetime.
Hi, my God.
Dawn is in the building. Dawn, how you doing?
Good morning, Dawn. I didn't know what was happening. I thought I had won the lottery. I didn't know what was happening.
let me say this before we bring.
You just might hit the lottery looking at me, darling.
Come on here.
Come on now. Come on, Dawn.
A good time.
Oh, we're gonna have a good time today.
Let me say this before we let Dawn speak on the matter. Cletus started off with the ships taking you to a place, which I totally agree. Now, for the side note, he didn't tell y'all about how his friend here that he says ain't his friend saved him from a shipwreck of sharing a room with a certain someone on a cruise.
First of all, now we're getting personal. This is about a general email. You know, But then you I almost ended up,
We had a
I
nice
almost
long
ended up-
conversation where I saved him from being in a shipwreck. Where I was like,
Yeah, I almost ended up in the room with a dildo salesman, and I don't think that's.
Oh my God!
I don't think that's something I wanted in my life.
Yo,
You
let me
gonna
tell
leave
you
your
something.
product out right here? This is what we're gonna do. I'm going to bed every night, and all of these are here. No, dog, we can't do this.
Yo, Selma, just
I
mad
got
that I know who you're.
those salesmen.
I'm just mad. I'm mad that I know who you're talking about. But listen, Dawn.
Hey, you know, wait. Yeah, go ahead, Dawn. Hi,
Yeah.
Dawn.
So, Dawn, welcome to the show. Good brunching. Good brunching.
Good brunching.
So,
You
Dawn, how
know,
you feel about this, Dawn?
well, I recently had that happen with a friend.
A dildo salesman?
No, sir.
Oh. I just asked. I mean, you grown, you allowed to. I mean, it's what it is.
No, sir.
I don't know if they're doing that door to door or what.
No, sir.
So, talk to us, Dawn. What happened? What happened?
Well, she and I were friends. We met during the pandemic. Good friends. She helped me. I helped her. It was a good, even exchange. And then sometimes you don't know what people be thinking or what's going on with them.
Mhm.
And she began to pillow talk with a dude we knew from the internet. And he began to talk. That's what these new children do now. They talk.
Mhm.
You know, pillow talk is for what it is. It's the pillow. It stays here on the pillow. Not these children, they talk.
Right.
So when I brought it to her attention, oh, that's not true, blah, blah, blah. Just went off the handle. He wouldn't be so bold in speaking if it wasn't true. You talking about me.
Mm-hmm.
So when that happened, I woke up, well, I don't argue with you. I'm not going to argue with you, especially if I'm right about something. I'm not going to argue with you. And I woke up to a long text message. I said, there it is. You're guilty. So I cut it off. So like I put in the comments, your season is up with me.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to learn that when a person's season is up, let it go.
Let it go.
Right. Especially when
I better let it go.
I said your season's got to go.
So especially when you haven't done anything wrong, and it might not be, like Tamika was saying earlier, it might not be anything wrong. It's just that our time is up with each other.
Right.
I'm not mad at you, but I ain't
Right.
gonna fool with you either.
That's
In
the
the
fact.
case like mine, but with the email, it might be something that can be worked out, or it's just time for you to move on because we all are in different levels in life.
Right. And I would say for the email, and I'll go right to you, Cletus, but I would definitely say for the email, exhaust all your options before just cutting it off. But at the same time, like Mika saying and what Dawn is saying, even Bill said it, don't put so much energy that now you start to lose yourself, because it could be a new season for you. And this could be, the start of a new season. And if you take your time and keep putting more and more energy than it is, it's too much for you. But
And again,
before you just cut off, at least put out all the things. Like, for example, Dawn said, hey, I'm not gonna argue with you, but now here comes this long email. Rather she could have just said, you know what, I apologize, that was supposed to stay on the pillow.
It was.
He ran his mouth, I was wrong for that, however, it wasn't supposed to get back to you like this, and lead it like that. So Dawn said, I can respect that.
Taking accountability.
You would tell the truth if you would have taken
the truth.
Right, all of that. But Cletus, you had something to say, Cletus?
I did, but then you went into a soliloquy. Oh, my memory ain't set up for that, man. You got deep and everything.
He was like, I'm gonna get to you, Cletus. But see, in 1962,
like he went through the whole history of friendship. He like, friends, how many of us have them? So let me say this. I'm gonna keep it real for just a second, because I'm probably the elder statesman in this room. First of all, we talk on two different levels. Woman level. First of all, Dawn said I made a friend during the pandemic. How? Why? You ain't made no friend. That was just somebody. Guys don't make friends like that. Women make friends. Guys, we got people we grew up with. You gotta grow. We gotta go through some type of trauma before we become friends. It ain't no real. It's very rare that guys pick up friends quickly.
You got to be battle tested. You got to be battle tested.
So I knew Bill when he was Billy. You know, back then. You know, he's more of an adult now, and so he's dropped down to Bill. But I've been able to. I think we became friends only because he was like, oh, I was able to call on this guy. He came through. Called on him again. He came through. Oh, this dude booked me on a show. Yeah. Oh no, now we can be at a solid point. Just because you meet me 1 or 2 times, we still ain't friends.
I don't know you.
Yeah, I can't vouch for him. Ace, horrible decisions in football, but I've been able to go through a lot of things with Ace. We've been through certain situations, and I've always shown up for him. And I think that's when you become friends with people. You know what I'm saying? Women, y'all are a little different. I remember when I first went to college, all the women were like, my roommate is my bestie. My roommate doesn't go to lunch with me. My roommate went to dinner without me. I don't even remember my first roommate. Like, we saw each other every blue moon. I don't know this dude. We just got to share a room. Like,
we had to.
Women calculate different.
We're different.
So to see a dude write that letter, usually our friendships mean a little bit more because we usually don't have a lot of friends
that you put on that level.
And we're kind of trauma bonded with each other to a point that, man,
I was going to get to that.
Yeah, so it's hard to just let it go. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I wanted to get and say is also is like when you have those relationships and they said in the email that they was uncomfortable at certain places. One thing I'm never gonna be is uncomfortable somewhere. I'm never gonna put myself in uncomfortable, or I can't be me to where I'm at. So that right there, when you move and you can't be comfortable, you already messing up right there. So I'm like, we either gonna address the situation or I'm not gonna put myself around that situation. And I'm okay with saying, you know something, I'm thinking about me right now. And it's okay to be selfish and be like, yo, I'm thinking about me right now. I'm moving to some level. If you don't agree with the things that I'm doing, that's okay. Still got love for you, but I got to do what I got to do because I'm never going to stop for nobody. I'm never going to be uncomfortable in no atmosphere. And at the end of it, there's no love lost. If you want to address the situation, we can address it. If we want to leave it, we're going to leave it. And we're going to move how we need to get to move. So that's definitely something that
I said too, to have a friend, like I agree with Cletus, especially when it comes to guys. Men don't tend to hold on to people like that. You understand? And the trauma bonding again. When me and you were friends, we probably became friends because of trauma. Oh shit, me and you went through the same thing. Now me and you are friends, not realizing that that's a trauma bond. You guys are not really friends. Y'all just share the same trauma and y'all just clicked onto that trauma, and then one of you guys snap out of it. You understand? One of y'all snap out of it and y'all like, listen, I don't want to talk about that no more, or that's not me anymore. We don't sit and we're not there anymore. And some people are so used to being stuck in that trauma that then you guys are not friends because, like you said, I moved past that. Right. I don't do none of that no more.
But you know what, though? You know what? But when you get to a certain age in your life or a certain point, I ain't got time for the foolishness. I will cut you off like I never met you. Let me go back to when I didn't know you even existed. That's where I am right now.
So, Miss Dawn, let me ask you real quick. Auntie said, Miss Dawn, I'm in the season right now. I'm in that season right now. How do you keep them from coming back, though? How do you keep them from coming back?
There's nothing you could do. The only thing you can do is block them.
You gotta shut it down.
We can't control people's actions. We can't control people. One thing about me, everybody always wanted to be my friend. Everybody always wanted to be my friend, especially because of who I am and what it is that I do. Then when they meet me and I don't want to be a friend. We know our friends. Like the whole moral is you know your friends. If you've been friends 10, 15, 20 years, you know how they are emotionally, you know how they are physically, you know how they are. And if you feel it in your stomach, because one thing I tell everybody here is if you feel it in your heart, you fear it. If you feel it in your stomach, trust your gut feeling. If your intuition is saying my friend is acting different, you got to have a conversation. Because at the end of the day, the way I see things, I'm not going to be uncomfortable around somebody I consider my friend. If you're my friend, there's no reason for me to feel uncomfortable. And if I'm starting to feel uncomfortable, I'm going to have this conversation with you. And if within this conversation, I'm still uncomfortable, I don't have to say nothing to you. I'm out the door. I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna do what I have to do because again, I know you.
Right.
I know you.
And then on top of that, the other thing is just to answer that you keep doing what you're doing. Eventually, they can't keep up. When you're in that new season, you're growing in whatever way you're growing. You know what I'm saying? So once you start growing that way, they're going to start to hit you with you've changed. You're not the same no more. I remember when like Cleta said, what happened to when we used to? I'm not there no more.
I don't look back. I don't look
but
back.
You're
They be like, yo,
supposed
you
to.
changed. I be like, I did.
Right. Like
Nobody's
said,
supposed to be who, none of us supposed to be who we were 30 years ago. None of y'all are even 30.
No.
But nobody's supposed to be what you were. I'm not supposed to be what I was yesterday. I'm supposed to grow and learn from what happened to me yesterday. So anybody who still remembers you from where they were, they don't even know you and they don't respect your growth. Like you gotta grow. I get fatter every day. That's just a reality of life.
Yeah.
But you know, we got too much going on in this world to be hanging on to something. There's too much going on in this world. I ain't got time to be fighting with you.
Again. Why are we worried about other stuff?
Look, I'm just saying, people, you know, when people say, yo, you acting different, I tell people now, yep, I am. I'm different.
Thank you.
I'm not. Thank you. And if
dropped the why.
I'm glad you see it. I dropped the why. Yo, I'm glad.
Look. We don't mind you being different. It's when you become Hollywood is the problem.
That Hollywood bill is a big problem. Now,
that's the problem.
I called him last week, right, Ace, and he was like, "Yo, how are you calling me direct? Have your people call my people." I was like,
"Yo,
y'all remember what you said? Remember Cleta said I can kick people out."
Did he kick him out?
Yeah, hey,
Cletus, you call him. One time I called him, I said, "Hey, bro, you got a minute?" He said, "You know this is tea time. Is it important?" I said, "What?"
Now he's talking.
You see the shirt I got.
Can I go with a real life experience with you guys? Can I read my situation? That's why I really wanted to come in.
No, we're about to start Situation Friday. So like, I'm gonna go ahead and put it up there now. So people, you already know every Friday we do Situation Fridays, and I'm happy we got some guests on the line. And guess what? Cleta said he got a situation for us, so we love to see what Cleta got to say.
I want y'all to know something, man. I'm what they call a proud girl dad. You know, I got two kids, a daughter and a son, and I love my daughter.
Oh yeah, I need this.
I love my daughter. My son's here. Love my daughter. My daughter's gone off to college, and she's found a boyfriend. I live in Virginia. The boyfriend lives in Southern Carolina, one under the North Carolina that Ace doesn't invite me to. So this holiday is July 4th. She asked, did I mind if the boyfriend came and stayed at the house for the 4th of July weekend? What do we do?
Stay where? Stay where?
In my home. In my home.
You must be talking about that virtual home you sitting in front of.
Wait. Watch this. Time out. I gotta ask questions. What year is your daughter?
She's a freshman.
Yeah, she's a freshman.
Hell no.
Oh, wait. Hold up. Wait. Here go a stamp on my friendship. You notice that Bill had to even ask? I knew she was a freshman.
I love that about you. You were right there.
Come on now.
First off, you gotta express that to the people because the people don't know. So
you should have said. So she's a freshman. Am I correct?
No.
Or you could have started with for the people. Let them know because that was
there you go. That's what it is. But that's
here's my caveat.
I'm still a step above Bill now in the friendship. I'm still a step above Bill.
Mickey, you in the camera with no shirt on.
Mickey out here flexing. Mickey came out here flexing, yo.
Mickey said, "Hey, it is what it is. They gonna get this. Come on now."
He said they're gonna get this whole pack.
They gonna get this.
Guns out, guns out.
Mickey said, "Hey, look, it's summertime. They know what it is. Come on now." They know what it is.
Hold up. Y'all remember her son the other day was coming out to
he came from the piano.
So they had the same outfit on.
Cletus, you know how you got your virtual up, right? Mika,
you know what? Let me put my virtual.
But her son kept coming out of the near the piano. So the first time Bill said, "Who was that? By your piano moving?" And it was he just coming out of where the piano was.
Oh my God!
All right,
so tell us what's going on.
Come on, Cleta. So my thing is, she's a freshman. There's no way. I wasn't even as a boy asking my parents, and I said a boy because I wasn't a man yet. But I wouldn't even ask my parents like, "Yo, can this girl stay over?" Like that's not like your brother.
Wait,
it's not.
Are they saying? Is she saying stay over or come visit?
Stay the weekend.
No.
The weekend.
Well, you know what's gonna happen,
yeah,
right?
no,
You know they're gonna be sleeping. You know they're gonna be sneaking in the room with each other.
Right.
You know
So
that.
here's the thing.
So let me tell you what happened here. Let me give you a couple of caveats. Caveat one.
Come on now.
Caveat one.
Mm-hmm.
She goes to college in North Carolina. They go to school together.
What's school they at again? Is that
University of North Carolina, Greensboro?
Got it. Okay.
Near you. So
that's an hour 45.
That's near. That's near.
That's near.
Oh, okay. I'm close. I'm closer if you need me to get there first. Gotcha.
It's far. It's far from me, Ace. But
Yeah,
well,
go ahead.
super far from you. But I'll be up there next week, Billy. But but only briefly. So they already go to college together. They stay dorms. You know, it's different. It's a different college than it was when we were there. So anything that could be was already gonna happen. She's 3.5 hours away from me. I got no control over what's going on down there.
But not under your roof, though, sir. Right?
Second, I'm gonna get to that. Second, I had two decisions to make.
Okay.
Make them come up, stay in a hotel.
Nah.
You with me, Bill? You with me?
Nah.
Now where's she going?
Because your daughter's not staying home.
Hotel.
She's going.
Where she go?
She going to the hotel, and that's even worse. Because you know what's going on now.
You gotta get it. So
okay.
My third caveat is that I got in-house security.
What's the in-house security?
The camera.
My brother's been on it.
Who?
My son has been on it like a fly. They have had zero alone time.
So
my son normally keeps his video game system in his room. He came and hooked the video games up in the living room. Come on in.
There you go. There you go. And normally Cleveland's be like this. Get that thing off my living room TV. Today Cleveland's like this. You want popcorn? You want some chips?
Hey, what y'all want? He has earned himself a gift. He don't even know it. I'm taking him to get whatever he wants.
So
see now what I've done before in the past. Hold on, real quick. What I've done before in the past when I was in college, I would get him, like, let's say we had an event, like, let's say there was like a big party coming down and like people wanted to come. So now that's how I'm going to try to slide it, like, hey, the only reason they're here for a day, you know, we're going to go here, and, you know, because I'm not staying in the house. You know, that's one thing. We're not staying in the house. We can spend the night, but I wasn't asking that till later. But I just feel like the way she did it, that was bold. Like from the jump for the weekend, that was bold.
It's always been like this.
No,
that's cool, but nah.
No. I'm gonna tell you. No. Go ahead, Dawn, and I'm gonna tell you why it wasn't bold.
What's the difference from parenting then from when our parents raised us? Because you know you couldn't go past the living room when we were courting, so to speak. You couldn't go past.
He ain't been past it yet. There's an air mattress out there in the living room.
Okay.
And I've been sleeping in the hallway.
And the reason I'm asking, I can remember when my brother was engaged to his first wife, and the girl, my ex-sister-in-law, was pregnant, and my parents were like, "No, you can't go in the back of the bedroom. Hell, you already had the honeymoon. Ain't no need you going back there."
That's
what I want to know.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I will say the reason why I said it's not bold is because Cleta started off by saying what it is. In college, they have already crossed that threshold. So they're
whoa! I don't know. Don't.
No. I'm not saying her.
He said, "Cletus, wake up."
No. I'm not saying her and him. We don't know that. But what I am saying is
stop. Wait. Let's just be honest. We was all freshmen in college, right?
Yeah, they wilding out.
I know my freshman year, somebody was staying in my room with me.
Right, they wilding out. But I get what Cletus is saying. You don't want to put somebody
through the. Come on now.
No, Cletus don't want to think that. I'm being the brother and just saying I get it. You don't want to think that. What I'm saying is to answer how, like what Dawn is saying, the difference and why you said she's being bold. I don't think it's a bold move. They're looking at it as this is comfortable. We normally do this. We know, you know what I'm saying? When we come home, we're used to doing certain things that we was doing in college. So her thing is, let me shoot it. The worst he could say is no. Now, what I will say is Cleta handled it very well. Hey, I'm going to think about these three options. If I do option A, this is what's going to happen. Option B, option C. To what Dawn is saying, the reason why the things got changed a little bit is because a lot of the times the peers, our peers, the ones that's in the 40s and the late 30s, they would have took Cletus' situation like, well, they doing it in college anyway. So when you look at it like, you know, when 8 families out of 10 say it's okay, here come your dad saying it's not. We look like the outcast. Whereas before, like you said, Dawn, everything was a norm. Like, you better not ask your mother that or your father that. You know, daggone well, we can't do it. We didn't even ask.
But I think we also have different. I think we've also moved to a different level of communication between kids and parents in this day. So I still have a very high expectation. You know what the rules are, the things are. I feel like this. I feel like we did a lot more dirt because we knew we could.
Right.
Like I knew I would drive around the corner and be in the backseat of a Dodge because I couldn't. You know, I couldn't get. So you put yourself in more compromising positions. Yeah. So when you think back, I try not to be hypocritical. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what I hope is that I've instilled in you enough that you ain't finna disrespect me in that way. That's what my hope is. You know what I'm saying?
I think like this, and let's say this with I'm gonna say with females, and like I feel like they are more responsible. You know what I'm saying when it comes to sex. So I feel like knowing like your daughter, she's not gonna come in and disrespect your house. Not saying she ain't doing it when she in school. Hey, she doing it in school.
That is what it is. I can't see that.
I can't see that. But when we in my house, there better be not. I don't hear nothing clapping. Y'all better be watching church.
Better be no applause. Don't even watch church.
Don't nothing that sounds like a clap.
Watch church.
Yo, some music. It's like what they playing. Yeah. So no, that's
I consider
your son is the real MVP though. Your son is the real cockblocker MVP.
That's like me in my house.
Now hold on, wait. Did you set that up? Did you?
No, he did it on his own. He mutomboed that thing by himself.
Okay. That's the question.
But I don't think he even knows that's what he's doing. He really likes the guy too. So he's like, for him, he's like, he's like, he came to visit me too.
But Meek, how about you, Meek? What was you about to say?
No, I don't. You know, my son, he's 21, and I have my oldest daughter who she's 20. She, you know, she has her own place or whatever, and she tried to pull the whole, can I come up to the city with my boyfriend? But she wanted to go to, because she knows here you can't do that. You're not coming up here with no boyfriend. You could come visit with your boyfriend, but I pray he has a family member that lives here in Connecticut because that's where he's gonna stay. You're here. This is your house. You could stay here, but he needs to go somewhere else. So she tried to pull it at my aunt because she knows my aunt is the one. It's okay, you know, I love you. Because my aunt was like, you know, your mother ain't gonna have it in her house. It ain't gonna happen here. So she never came because she really wanted to come up and have her boyfriend spend the night. Nah, we're not having that. Even with me having my kids young, I have my oldest at 17. I still didn't do anything in my mother's house. So my mom even said,
Can I ask this? So at the end of the day, to me, I'm not saying this about you at all. It's just hypothetical, I guess, to get conversation going. What becomes more important for us? Is it because I'm at the point now where I realize that life is short, things of that nature. So what becomes more important? That if she doesn't come home for 4th of July, or that she goes away, I don't get to see her, don't spend any time with her, or I set this standard of, well, in my house, can't nobody.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I think as you start to see, and you know, Cletus, you know, I'm a girl dad with no boys. So I'm speaking from being in possibly future, the same thing. So you can hold me to it like, Ace, remember you said this, you know what I mean? I would say the best thing is once you get to know him, it will help easier because then he would respect it as well.
Is this your first time meeting him?
No.
Once you get to know him more, then it will, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not talking about, and I'm not saying that they're not going to be together that long, but as time goes on and as more holidays come around, Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays, things like that, and you start to see him more, it's going to be like, all right, I know what he expects. So I'm not going to disrespect your dad like that. So if they are, you know, her legs is on his lap, they watching TV, you ain't so, hey, get your legs off her, get your legs off her, you know what I mean? Or get your legs off of him like that. I'm being real.
I don't care where you
I don't care. Look,
30 years of marriage. That ain't
you know how you just sitting down. You know how they sitting on the couch. She's on one end of the couch, but he's on the other, and her legs just stretched out across his lap. I'm not talking about they're doing anything. They watch TV.
We've done it. He said no. You gotta put your feet down. Get
Yeah.
your or
Bro.
certain some
Feet on the floor.
Y'all
Yeah.
forgot
All
y'all were
time.
in that position 30 years ago too.
Right,
Y'all
and
don't
that's
think-
what I'm saying.
some
My
of you
my
men don't
thing is,
think you were gonna have daughters.
right.
Yeah,
My
look.
thing is, at the more comfortable I would get with him, the more I would hope he understands and respects the house.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? From
Yeah,
there,
Randy said he might not be
Randy said
around.
he
by
might not
Christmas.
be around for Christmas. Jesus.
Right. Can you say this though? Guys, I will always say this about guys. Guys judge the relationships that their daughters have based on how they were.
Mhm.
Yes.
I wasn't
The
that
more
bad.
you've done, you expect you out of every dude that comes in the door. And
Yes.
that's what
It ain't
and
gonna
that's
be
where
like that.
everything falls down.
Yes.
But see, I was a
Especially
good.
with
But
no
no, I put it
19-year-old.
like this. I put it like this. I was a good guy, but I was hitting it. You know what I'm
When,
saying?
Dale?
That's my thing.
When you
No,
started
I said-
talking about freshman year, did you see the grin that came across your face? Did you really?
Yeah. He
No,
started
Boy,
off.
I
he said,
remember.
no, he was like, he
Make
said
a
this.
face.
He said, hey, Cleveland, this is how he said, come on, Ace, let's be real. We all remember how it
Freshman
was
year.
freshman year.
And that's the whole
No.
fact.
It is, but look, but I'm gonna say this.
This joke
I
again.
didn't do it. I didn't do it in their house, their parents' house. You know what I'm saying?
See,
We didn't do it
and that's
there.
what I'm saying. Like,
I have more respect. I got respect. Like I'm not gonna do it there, but you ain't gonna tell me to do
I would.
what to do in C Wing. In C
see,
Wing,
here's the other thing.
C Wing
Here's the other
at
thing.
college, the door.
Wait, and here's another thing, and I'm just being real. There are more active fathers now than there was when we were growing up. I think my wife is the first female that I was with that had an active father. Every other female that I dealt with had no father in their life.
On her way to the pole.
Yep. Just know they may have had an uncle that come by from time to time, but they didn't have their dad in the house every day. My wife is the only one that had a dad in the house. So that's a reflection as well, because of course the three of us know, especially with our charisma, you know, with us doing comedy now and how we butter a mom up real good. What? We gonna put our mother up real good. He is so funny. He is so that's right up our alley. And my mother,
One good yes, ma'am, and you in there.
Right, you get what I'm saying? So, but when you got a dad who sees through that
every time.
Yeah, yes, sir. Shut the yes, sir up, man.
Yeah, nobody want to hear that.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you probably looked that shit up on YouTube. How do you going on YouTube? How do you approach your girlfriend's dad?
Right, you get what I'm saying? It's way different. Like, so I think that's another thing that plays.
There's an additional caveat. I don't even want to blow the internet up with the additional caveat. Because if I threw the additional caveat in there,
throw it in there now. We here now. We only got 8 minutes, so we just gonna get ahead and we're gonna ride this thing out. Pause. Go ahead.
It's multiracial.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now you up my alley because my daughter, my oldest daughter, told me that hey dad, I'm only interested in white guys. How does it feel? And I was like, that's your. I said, that's your thing. That's your thing. Her mother hit her with every Black Panther. Yo, she came home to me like, mommy's against it. And then of course I tell her, go to her bonus mother. I'm like, well, ask your bonus mother. And no, look, and she was like this. Oh, okay. So she walked away, she was like, not over here. I'm like, wait, y'all making me out here by myself.
Because Ace. I mean, it's cool, but now let me ask this, Cletus. If it was a black dude, would you
absolutely
feel
not? My racism is showing. Raheem would have to stay down the street.
Prejudice.
Raheem. So if Raheem couldn't even stay?
Because I was Raheem.
So it's okay for the multicultural dude to come over, but Raheem can't come?
Yeah, Raheem got to go. Raheem got to stay there.
Because the multicultural dude has standards, right?
So
Raheem is remembering freshman year. Let me tell you something. This right here is multicultural.
Hold on. I'm gonna go right to you. Me doing multicultural is gonna be in school next year. Raheem may not make it the next semester.
Raheem pledging and getting out of there.
Oh shit!
Go ahead, me.
I'm appalled.
I'm
Okay,
saying as a
Paul would be
multicultural
fine.
person,
Yeah, I don't have a problem with a
multicultural
Paul.
person,
No,
right?
Are you considering yourself multicultural?
No,
I am.
We're not,
No,
we-
to
we're
me,
not
it's
talking
not
about
me.
you. We
We're
talking
not
about
talking
the
about
pink
you.
meat. We talking about the pink meat.
Mika, we're not talking about you by no
We
means.
talking about the pink meat. No, we
Mika,
talking
you
about
are
this
us.
pink meat in the
Why
house.
you gotta say it that way?
Because that's the only way you understand.
Yeah,
That's the only way meat. That's the only way
Yeah,
meat understands.
Spanish don't count.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, that
I'm
don't
like.
count.
Ain't nothing.
Mika
No,
with-
no,
yo,
okay, no, but this is what I'm trying to say.
Multicultural.
ain't no
But I really
multicultural.
am. Yes, I am. Let me finish. Y'all gotta let me finish. Y'all gotta
No,
overstep,
finish,
right?
let her
I have Irish in my
What
bloodline.
percent? What percent?
Okay. My
What
great
percent?
great great grandfather is
Did you see how many
Irish.
greats that was?
Right, but that
we
I
about at
still
Nick,
hold on, let me
Nick.
finish. Shut up. Shut up. Let me finish.
The
No
Irish
matter
don't count because they
what,
were slaves too.
no matter what, I was raised with my white family that are Irish. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't sit here again. I'm not saying that how you guys feel is wrong, but me personally, I'm multicultural. So if my kids are bright as white, my daughter is whiter than white. If she was to come and sit and say, I want to be with a white person, I know what white is.
No.
I know what white is.
We've seen
Mika,
that.
hold on.
what Caucasian is. I know what Caucasian is. I know what that is.
Mika, are you saying you say you was raised with the white side of your family? So you're saying
I was raised with I have a lot of them. I know them.
So you're saying they're the reason why you're as crazy as you are?
That's part of the
you didn't raise with
side.
because you wasn't raised with them. You was with us.
No.
You was with us.
Yeah.
Stop it.
No.
I'm just saying that. I'm saying that to say I don't. That what happened for a couple of weeks. Nigga, don't do that shit. This is my family, son. Like, is it people I grew up with that are fucking white?
We didn't say it wasn't. We said
like white power.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all.
Hold up, me. Hold up. This gonna prove it right here. This is gonna prove us right here, right, Bill? Me, white person, black person, sitting there arguing. That white person say, "You nigger." What are you saying?
Oh, that white person's getting snuffed in their mouth.
Why? No, that's your family. That's your family.
That's not again. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Overstand. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. My family that's white know better than to sit and call anybody a nigger because your own cousin's gonna sit and punch you in your fucking mouth. You better not pull that stunt on this side.
Hey, look at you.
But if I can't, I won't sit here. I won't have an issue with my kids coming home with a Caucasian. I'll probably be like, listen, the history. I'm gonna be worried more about the parents. That's what I'll be more about the parents and about the grandparents. That's what I'm gonna be more worried about. I'm not gonna be worried about my kid being with somebody that's white, but I want to see your mother and your grandmother and your father and your grandfather.
But I think the acceptance is what it is, or whatever. It's the acceptance, like you said, the acceptance on their behalf. You can be good with it. You could sit there and be like, hey, cousin so-and-so has that background, or you know what I mean?
I don't have a problem with you being with a white person, but I want to meet their parents because now I'm going to sit and give. Now I want to see how they are. Are they accepting of you?
Are they
accepting? If they're not, now I'm going to sit and turn into a whole.
Right.
Fuck, get out of here with that shit.
Which is understandable.
White side ain't gonna come out then.
But
definitely not. Kimberly will be asleep the whole time.
But I think like what Dawn is saying is like, do you make a exception because they multicultural, or
Cletus already did.
Oh yeah, Cletus.
Why do you feel that it's okay? I don't know his name. We're gonna call him Timmy. Why is it okay for Timmy to come over?
Chandler.
Chandler. Okay,
Chandler.
Right. Why is it okay for Chandler? Why do you feel more comfortable with Chandler? Yes, sir. Why do you feel more comfortable with Chandler coming over than Raheem?
We can't hear you.
Oh, I was on a phone call, and that shows exactly why. Do you see the lack of professionalism? Me being on a podcast and a phone call at the same time. That's exactly why. I show what it is.
Yo, he started this whole argument and just got on a phone call. He's like, let me get this.
He's like this. He said, "Yep, I set the house on fire. I'm out."
It's only. I realize that my purview has been distorted because of my own growing up and stuff. I've been watching this show on Netflix called Supercell.
Supercell.
And I don't find the British black guys dangerous. I know they're supposed to be gangbangers and stuff, but they got accents. I'm not worried about them at all. They can come over anytime. The boy's nickname is Tuesy. Come on, man. Ain't nobody scared of Tuesy. Taser.
And you know what? The multicultural might be just as gangster as Raheem.
That might be
real.
But it's gonna surprise you.
Your chances.
Tommy Egan surprises you. You didn't see it out of Tommy. I thought Tommy was gonna bring some Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, I saw it out of Tommy because Tommy was just as gangster as Ghost.
Yeah, but you didn't know it at first. You first saw Tommy first. Like, I didn't worry about him.
Get-go that Tommy was about that life.
He's a typical political man who's coming to see the mobster, and then all of a sudden Tommy pulled the gun out. You like this? Hey, you a part of them?
And the quote Dawn when Tommy pulled that gun out, I was appalled.
Yo, people, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Dawn and Cletus, thank y'all for pulling up on us today on the Brunch Show. We hope y'all enjoy. Y'all always welcome back. So we appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna highlight y'all. All right, good brunching. But people, listen, Ace, what you got going on this weekend, man?
I got tonight. I'm doing the managerial stuff this weekend. I got we got a live band R&B night, and then tomorrow night we got another one. Just trying to get through the weekend. The countdown is on. 60 days. What is it called? The first 60 days. What's that jail joint called?
60 days.
60 days in. 60 days in. That's what I am. I am 60 days in. I gotta make something happen. So 60 days in.
Queen, happy birthday, Queen. Happy birthday, Queen. Happy birthday, Queen.
Happy solar return, honey.
Yeah. So what you got going on, bro?
This week I got a show out in the park. This church is doing some event out in the park, so I'm out in the park with them. And then we getting ready. July 26th, we're bringing the Save This Vibes, and what Save This Vibes, Mike, and basically what that is, we got a whole live band. Shout out to the Black Rose Bands. They performed at my comedy special, so we got the Black Rose Band to be there. Teddy Bear and Friends, they'll be there, and I'm bringing different artists, as poets, singers, rappers, and I'm doing, the improv. You know how I'll be doing my songs with the live bands coming up with stuff on the spot. We doing that, but it's gonna be a whole dope vibe. We starting July 26th to Save This Vibe, so make sure y'all look out for that. We're gonna be dropping.
Is that a weekly event?
No, we're gonna do it once a month right now, and then we're gonna go ahead and build it up. I kind of did it for my birthday to test it out, and everybody, enjoyed themselves. So we're gonna bring it back. So it's gonna be dope. We're gonna go live so people can go ahead and actually take a look and see what's going on and get the whole feel of everything. And then everybody come out. It's gonna be a dope spot. Okay. But Meek, what you got? What you got this weekend?
Sunday I have to do a spiritual house cleanse, so that's gonna be 5 hours of me cleaning on Sunday. So I'm just taking this today and tomorrow to sit.
Your house is already clean. Look at that. You got a piano in the back. You got the nice couch.
You got naked people coming out your pianos today. So
a whole bunch of people with no shirts and all that. Yeah, but I have to mentally prepare myself for this 5 hours. So yes, it does take 2 days to sit and prepare for a 5-hour spiritual house cleanse. So that's what this weekend is going to be.
I need to do a spiritual lounge.
You need to do there. You definitely do. You definitely do.
You already know. But people, we appreciate you. You know what I got to go do? It's Save This Golf Time. Okay, Save This Golf Time. Yes.
This is what we mean.
This is what I'm talking about. We got to go.
It's okay to change seasons.
Tea time.
But it's not okay to become
we do have to say this. Before we go, people, listen. This is show 64. So that means we only got 5 more episodes of this season, and then we go into our break, and we'll be back in September. So we just want to give y'all the heads up. We coming back with season 3. We just going to take some time to do what we got to do, prepare, and bring y'all some more. We got a lot of things going on. So just giving y'all the heads up. We got 5 more left. It's been a dope season, and we appreciate everybody that tunes in, everybody that be in the comments, our everyday listeners. We're going to be still posting on the page and being on my
it's bad. It's bad. Even on the break, we'll probably be having our own little talks. And we be like, Look, we could have did a show. We could have
did a show today, right? we might end up going live some days. They won't count to season 3. We just
Vonnie, we doing up season 1 with 69 episodes. Every episode is 69. Yes,
that's what we do. 69. We ain't got to pause that because like Dawn said, what age do you stop 69? And listen, all of us are still 69. Okay, so we good. All right, but people, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We hope y'all have a great weekend. Y'all enjoy yourself. And listen, this is the Good Brunchin Podcast, 12 to 1, Monday through Friday. We went over today. That's true. But yo, we'll holla at y'all. It's your boy Bill the Billionaire, Ace Brown, and Tamika. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
A good brunchin', a good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. 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 Everybody, good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. Everybody, good brunchin'. You are tuned into